Welcome to Las Películas Sábados Gigantes at the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
Yay!
Our first podcast of 2016. It's an intimate gathering tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
We're
everyone.
all naked.
We're short.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We're all intimate with each
There
other.
was a no pants clause in the invite tonight, so we're certainly getting frisky and socially unacceptable here. We are here to talk about the movie we watched last week. We're a group of cinephiles, if that's not too stupid sounding, that watches movies together and then talks about them.
Mm-hmm.
And we are here to this week talk about the film we watched last week, which was The Godfather.
Yeah.
From 1972. The Francis Ford Coppola film. So we'll do introductions and then we'll just get right into things because time is precious. Clockwise starting with me, I'm Ed.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm Chris.
I'm Raul.
All right, so yes, The Godfather is what we watched for Christmas because we consider it a Christmas movie here at
Several
of us do consider
Several
it a Christmas
references
movie.
to Christmas.
Yeah. So we ended up watching that and we did like a white elephant gift exchange and stuff, which was pretty fun too. One of the many highlights was Grandpa Loves Cream Pie Volume 3.
Was that what it was called?
I think so.
Yeah, Grandpa, was it loves or eats or something?
Loves, I
Loves to
think.
eat.
Peruses
I know he
cream
eats.
pie.
Maybe that's it. Is a
Grandpa
connoisseur
window shops for
of.
cream pie. Then complains about the service.
He's a cream pie-ophile.
This wouldn't happen at Coco's.
So
Where's Denise?
that was good times with that. But then we got down to brass tacks and watched this wonderful Christmas movie, The Godfather, that we're here to talk about right now. So before we talk about it, let's go to Kenzie for a synopsis of this infamous film.
Okay. The Godfather is about this gangster, and he has this little cat, and the cat totally loves him. Remember the scene where the cat's sitting on his lap and he's like petting it and the cat's like totally rubbing against
the beginning
him?
of the film?
Yeah,
Out of
it's
all
the
the
very
crazy
beginning.
things that happened, absolutely not.
No, that's the best part of the whole movie.
That cat.
It is.
It's the beginning, yes. It's
Reddit probably would love that.
It's a pretty adorable cat.
It's cute, yeah. And then the rest of the movie, there's some like murder and some more gangster stuff and a lot of Italians, and that's it.
Is the Italians a negative or a positive?
It's positive. I am Italian. I could be in that movie.
All right. Well, speaking of that, let's. We've got a special edition today of Don Corleone's Bologna Zone. Instead of the regular Bone Zone today, it's Don Corleone's Bologna Zone. Mm-hmm. So, and there's a lot of man meat on display in this film. I think we did the math, and there are 3 women in this film that actually have lines.
Yeah.
Maybe
or
4.
Any sort of significant part.
Maybe 4. Yeah. Maybe 4 if you're lucky.
Zone.
So there's a lot of bologna. There's a lot of beef to go around, I suppose. So Kenzie, who's in the bologna zone?
Al Pacino.
All right, Michael.
All right.
Just Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Well, and
fresh Al
Marlon
Pacino.
Brando when he was Robert De Niro.
From Godfather 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't
I like
count.
him when he's young.
That doesn't count. So you didn't watch that. Well, have you
But I
seen?
thought you should know.
Have you seen pictures of Brando young,
No.
like from on the waterfront or something?
No.
He may be hot to you then.
He's a fucking dreamboat.
I don't know, man. Yes, he totally is.
I'll have to look him up.
Yeah, you should.
So a little too much bologna to be in the zone.
I guess
Brando
at least in the later
in The
years,
Godfather,
just too much bologna. But what about what's his name? John Cazale, Fredo?
Yeah.
No.
No, Fredo.
No, he's gross.
What about Mo Rock or Alex Rocco? Mo Green.
I don't know who that is.
Remember, he's the guy that goes, "I'm Mo Green."
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, he's the guy that says, "I'm Mo Green." Oh yeah.
Because you don't buy me out, I buy you out. The guy that gets shot through the glasses.
It's the Vegas guy, right?
Yeah,
the
he was
Vegas
very
guy.
Las Vegas. He looked like
Right,
someone's
yeah.
grandpa.
Oh.
It shows up with Fredo. The one was
Elvis
slapping
wanted to be
Fredo
Elvis
around in
guy.
the street.
No.
Okay, man, what a bummer.
okay.
Sorry, Alex Rocco. We lost
Sorry.
him this year, I think, didn't
Last
we?
year.
Oh my goodness, holy
That's
shit.
sad.
Let's
That's
put him in
right,
the
last
zone
year.
anyway.
Last
Just
year,
for
2015.
for memorial.
Yeah, throw him in the zone for
Yeah.
memorial purposes.
Yeah, okay.
Posthumously.
Because you don't actually have to make good on it.
He's in the necro
'cause
zone.
He is in the necro zone. He's a goner. All right, excellent. So, well, then let's get right down to it. So why pick it? Well, because we were having a white elephant like Christmas get together because it was the day after Christmas, and we thought because the last year we had the interview which was released on Christmas Day, and it was like a big deal. And we were like, God damn it! Like it's our patriotic duty to like rent this movie tonight.
Yeah.
So like
right.
we had to we got everybody together emergency style, and watched that. So we thought, well, we're having kind of repeat. You know, what are we gonna do? And
James Franco.
we just good old James Franco. Can't go wrong with him.
Can't go wrong.
And we just thought that it's a really it's to shit Condi up, who is R.I.P. It was a movie that John felt had the holiday gravitas that we needed, and we sort of had tossed around some other ideas, but ultimately we thought it'd be fun to just like watch this sort of classic with everybody.
It's a white elephant.
So we picked
Christmas movie, right?
Yeah, sort of. You know,
Something you pull out of the box and you're like, this is Christmas?
And also too, in case somebody had some weird post-Christmas things going, you know, we could do the gift exchange then. Whatever. So that's why we picked it. So now we watch it. So yeah, take that.
Godfather.
So yeah, Godfather. All right. Well, so let's just
I'm
start.
Chris. Oh,
Let's just. Oh well,
Sorry.
we gotta say something about it
checking.
first. Okay. Shit. Oh hey, I have another phone here. I can time us with this one. All right.
Dual wielding.
So we'll
Yeah.
start. We'll start with me, I guess, talking about this Godfather shit and what I thought of it. So
your thoughts.
as soon as I get this timer started, there we
Gonna
go.
get
There we go.
the
Okay.
3 minutes, 3 words.
Okay. Bang. The Godfather. I love this movie. It's real good.
Oh.
My 3 words. I love Godfather. No. Yeah. No. It's great. It's great. It's hard to. It's hard to sort of say stuff that kind of has been said about this film. I mean, it ranks pretty high on IMDb, and it's one of those kind of films that, like, you know, everybody has seen, and I'm sure it's on every AFI list of most important films in any category that it fits. So, but it's remarkable for a number of reasons to me. First, it's a long film, and I enjoy that. I found that in life, for me, the ideal length of the film is 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you're going to tell a story that's worth telling, not to say that there are shorter movies that are, I mean, obviously, lots of shorter movies are rad and way awesome, but I think on average, if you're going to tell a movie that has a good story and a decent amount of character development to get me to really give a shit and all this kind of stuff, 2 hours and 20 minutes is like the cutoff for like the least amount of time I want to spend in this place. The Tarantino's movies are, to suck his cock a little more, are usually pretty long like that. But so I like that the fact that you get to sit with these characters. These characters are badass,
Yeah.
and they know how to fucking handle business, and it's all tough talk and business talk and all this rad shit that like nothing like this goes on in my life, but like it makes me feel important to watch other people be important.
Right.
So that's totally fun and cool, and it's done it so seriously, without being like overly serious, that everything's like very believable, and it's easy to just get lost in it. And there's so many characters and stuff too that I find this film is rewarding each time you watch it, because I feel like, especially if you haven't read the book, you learn a little more each time you watch it about the dynamics between the characters and sort of the smaller characters and who they are and stuff. So I think it's a movie that yields rewards and benefits down the line as well. So, and then of course, you know, you've got all these wonderful performances and these great iconic scenes. Jimmy Kahn kicking the shit out of fucking Carlo or whatever his name is by the trash cans. And
Oh, yeah. A lot of good.
once again, Sonny at the toll booth, you know, that shit. Sterling Hayden, like, just being, like, tough as fucking nails and all that shit. It's just totally rad. And most crime movies aren't as satisfying on every level, both artistically and in a narrative sense and everything. So, anyways, that to not try to not be long-winded. The Godfather is just a fantastic, one of the best films ever. And my 3 words are El Padrino Bueno. Excellent. Kenzie?
Okay. The more I see this movie, the less I like it. To be
Oh,
honest.
wow. Okay.
It's really long.
Please explain. Is it just the length, or is there
Well,
more that
It's
that
because
suffers?
I like the second one so much better. And the more I see it, the more I realize how much more I enjoy
And
the second one.
why is that?
Because the second one is way more interesting and way less boring. and it's just more. It goes down much easier.
Could you put a finer point on it?
No.
Okay. so
Like what?
well, I mean, are there some specific details that you could
I like
signal
the
out?
cast better in the second one, definitely.
You mean because of the flashback bits?
Yes, because both storylines are better.
Okay.
I just like it better.
Sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly understandable. Many people, in fact, feel the second one is actually superior to the first one.
Yeah.
So yes. Well, all right. So you want to, wrap it up then?
Sure. My 3 words are second one better.
Awesome. All right. Dropping 3 juicy turds all over the Godfather. All right, Chris.
No, it's not.
They're not that juicy.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just being hyperbolic. Okay. All right, Chris. Go ahead. It's your turn.
Oh yeah, I love this movie. I remember watching it as I was a kid. It was like so iconic. There's scenes that have been repeated throughout every other form of media. And
Yeah, it's been referenced a million times.
movies.
Yeah, and in Hannah Montana, there's a
Hannah
really
Montana.
good.
Also.
Infamous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there like a 2-part episode or something?
No.
Yeah. See, she's like, she puts the wig on, and then she's. Oh wait, no, wrong. Hold
No,
on. I mean,
Miley's older brother, she needs a favor, so she goes to her older brother, and he's like sitting on the porch, and you probably don't know his character, but his character is just like a total dumbass. And so he's sitting there, and he has this stuffed cat, and he's like petting it and doing his impression. So like I knew most of The Godfather before I even saw it
From
because
Hannah
of Hannah
Montana.
Montana, that one
Yeah.
30-second scene.
I imagine when you watch The Godfather, you're like, wow, Hannah Montana really is better.
It didn't add up, or yeah, whatever.
I believe Coppola directed a few episodes of Hannah Montana.
Yeah, he
Later
was
in
he was a huge fan of the
Very
of the show.
subtle nod.
Yeah. But no. What the fuck was I talking about?
I don't know.
You did this.
Oh God, yes. No, what a great movie to romanticize violence. Too about like
Sure.
it really. You are a part of the violence when you watch the movie. You're not. You're not one of the detectives trying to solve a crime. You're not one of the innocent bystanders who sees violent things happen.
No, you're part of the family.
You're part of the family. You're with those people.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about, I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope this guy gets to blow these people's heads off. Are they any
Yeah.
worse than he is? No, you're part of it, and so it takes you right into. I like that. I really like that about this movie. Yeah, you feel like you're one of the family. You're in the plots with them. You're right from the beginning. You see that, the guy is a criminal. Don Vito or whatever. He's a criminal, but he's a respectable guy too. He's not just a thug. You can
Like
go
honor
hire to
among
go
thieves
break
kind of
somebody's
thing. It's
knees.
like crime with rules.
This is a professional,
crime.
guy, and not just that too. He's at the top of his game. He's like any police chief or whatever.
Yeah.
In fact, he's much more respectable than the police chief or whatever that guy is. Or
Well, yeah. At
like
least there's
Nick.
no laws
Yeah.
that he's pretending to uphold.
right, and he's not just bought and paid for.
Yeah.
He's
the one doing the
hard
paying.
for his family, because he wants to do good for them. Yeah, interesting film. I think it's shot beautifully. I really love the way everything looks in it. Beautiful people, a lot of really great actors. It's almost like one of those films where it's all a bunch of different celebrities, like Cannonball Run. It's almost like the
Like
best
an ensemble
yeah,
piece.
it's almost like one of the best done ensemble
Yeah.
pieces. But although not everybody was, I guess, that famous. Who was in it right then? It was kind of, this was maybe the film that
it
made
was
a
sort
lot
of
of them famous.
it was yeah. I mean, Pacino, I don't think was his fame sort of came out. His major fame kind of came after that.
Yeah.
Because he did Dog Day Afternoon and Serpico like around the same time. So it was like the early to mid '70s when Pacino kind of blew up, but he wasn't a big deal at the time.
Right.
I don't know about Jimmy Caan. Marlon Brando obviously was a heavy hitter then.
Oh, sure, Brando. Yeah,
But,
probably a lot of those people just want to do anything with
Yeah.
Brando, and it.
But there's a lot of character
Coppola,
players in
too.
it too.
Yeah.
Joe Spinell,
Or
of course. Abe Vigoda. Richard Conte, who we also lost last year, excuse me.
3
All right, yes, your 3 words.
Are, I should have thought of this, I guess.
I know. Dude,
Not
I
a
know.
tomato.
Okay, great. Perfect. All right, Raul, take it away.
This is the third time I've seen this movie, and every time I've loved it, which is weird for me because I don't normally enjoy movies based on reality because reality is really boring and awful.
That's why we're watching movies to begin with.
Yeah, I guess, right? It still grabs me, the film. Every death is surprising, and it's so gripping, and you're like, I don't want that guy to die. That guy always dies.
Yeah, they all do.
And then there's still so many gorgeous shots, and it holds up really, really well. Like, it almost feels like a timeless film.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell me this was shot 10 years ago or 5 years ago. I mean, had I no knowledge of the actors, it would be fairly believable, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's historical context too kind of helps that along a bit. You know what I mean?
But even just the look of it, everything's so clean. And it's a gorgeous picture.
Yeah, it totally is. And the way it's shot too, it really sort of these we get these long shots where we get to take a lot in, a lot of like dark like earth tones. A lot of browns.
It's no surprise that it's kind of on everyone's top 10 list. I mean, this movie is basically the Hannah Montana of mafia films.
Yeah.
we don't
want to over.
Really, that is high praise. So I'm glad somebody finally got it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. I know a lot of people like Goodfellas,
Hannah Montana.
but I think Goodfellas kind of maybe is. I think it's more like the easier success. Kind of, I think, I don't know. It's a little more lighthearted and a little quicker paced.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? I think.
With a 3-hour movie, there's not really pacing's kind of.
Yeah, nice and slow.
But it works. I mean, it's great.
It does.
You experience everything.
It's actually a little less. I think it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes or something. It's a little less than the full 3 hours. The third, the second one is like 3.5 hours or 3:20.
I've never seen 2 or 3.
Two is rad.
Better.
2 is totally rad.
3 is kind
of. 3 actually 3. Yeah, I think I said it before, but I think it's a bum rap. It's not exactly on par with 1 or 2, but it ain't as bad as people say. People act like it's a piece of shit, and it's like, whoa, like no, it's not. It just Sofia Coppola, and it was made a little later, and it doesn't exactly feel the same as the other two, who feel very congruent with one another because they were shot back to back.
Right.
But it's definitely worth seeing. All right, well, you want to give us your 3 words?
Classic good film.
classic.
Bitchin'. All right. So we got a couple of things in the bowls deep here to look at in terms of stuff to go over. We got a couple of minutes left, so we'll talk about this stuff. First question, does this film glorify crime?
I think so.
Okay, because, like at first I would say yes, but then like maybe I don't know.
Absolutely.
You think it
I
does?
wanted to do shit afterwards.
Even though like you would know that like you're gonna get blasted.
Oh yeah, big time.
Well, and because nobody's like, I can't believe that person got blasted, or this horrible thing. Well, I guess they do kind of do that towards the end. He's like, we got to call it truce, but it's like, it looks so cool, man.
And those are the people that they'll talk about. They'll be like, dude, remember that time you went to the toll booth?
Yeah.
Well, that's how heroes are made, man. Like, especially the whole John Gotti thing,
Yeah.
I mean,
he's celebrated in a million rap records.
Probably any guy who was even closely associated with, even distantly associated with him knew what he was getting into. But who the fuck doesn't want to say, I was rolling with John Gotti the other week,
Yeah, no shit.
You had to blow a guy's brains out, but.
Well, and I guess the prospect of having that kind of stroke is pretty sweet. I mean, to just be at all times you've got like just a roll of money, and you can just peel hundos off.
Yeah,
just like especially just pay for people's dignity and shit.
But it'd be so great to do that as a nerd because you'd be like, I want this many packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, if you got an Addy's games
right there,
just fucking making it rain. Those stupid Star Wars miniatures.
Nerd mafia boss.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, it was kind of like the end of Johnny Dangerously, where like he's like, it tells the kid, crime doesn't pay, and then he closes the shop to walk outside to have his hot ass wife with the tits hanging out, standing outside of like his expensive ass like 1935 like limousine or whatever with like a driver and like the champagne on ice like wait, and he's like, well, paid a little.
Yeah, well, paid a little. Yeah, no, it did. I mean, yeah. Well, the other questions will deal with that. But
live fast, make money, die young, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of died out, though. I feel like that's kind of.
Well, that's actually another question on the thing. Actually, that seems to be a perfect segue into.
Oops.
If you'd like to, no, please continue that thought when I ask, has the film lost its luster in the face of the relative decline of the mafia or organized crime?
Yeah, I think so. I think it definitely has. I think at that time it was like you have films like Scarface, even though that was around.
Scarface came out in
later.
81.
So it was a little later.
Yeah.
But I think it was still going strong in the 80s, maybe even into the 90s. But like I think it was really, like a really romantic thing to be a fucking rebel crime boss or something like that. Like it was really, at least in Hollywood.
Well, I think it's kind of shifted now because I think like you don't really hear about the mafia, but you hear about like the drug cartels in Mexico.
That's true.
Yeah, what was that guy? That Chavez? What's his name?
Like
El Chapo. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, El Chapo.
And like with the we watched that film Narco Cultura that talks about the narco corridos, which is the mariachi music that like celebrates the drug culture.
Also Narcos on Netflix.
On Netflix now, yeah.
What's that guy's name? Pablo Escobar.
So I think that kind of it's shifted from sort of, and I think now the current sort of image of like organized crime is kind of the Mexican cartels, and you don't really so much think of like the Italian mafia.
Well,
anymore,
I would say
maybe.
though that's kind of outside of Hollywood. I don't think Hollywood is really glorifying it anymore. I think you see that that's more fringe now, whereas Hollywood is more like, you see like I don't know. It seems like more military, like suspense and stuff that takes that place. It seems like people are getting their fix for that same kind of like drama, I guess, that you would get in like mafia movies. I don't know. It seems like there are a lot, not just The Godfather, but a lot of movies kind of fell into that same kind of, romanticizing or glorification of like big crime. I don't know.
That just made me realize you could totally reimagine The Godfather today, but put it in Mexico.
Oh, no shit.
Make it like the Mexican drug cartels today.
Yeah. Well,
just remake the shit out of it.
Man, you should. Yeah, if you haven't seen Narcos, you should see it.
Dude, I mean,
there's like a whole season of Weeds about that.
Is there really? Mm-hmm. They already did it. They stole my fucking idea.
Season like 5 and 6.
Actually,
and
Breaking Bad kind of goes into
do they? Oh, jeez, man. This is what I get for not watching TV.
There you go.
Dang it. Okay, all right. So, is this a Christmas film? Does anybody disagree that this is a Christmas film? Why is this not a Christmas film?
Because there's 45 seconds of Christmas street decorations does not mean it's a Christmas film.
There's Christmas music. It happens at Christmas. There's
In
gift.
fact,
There's
I
like
think
gift
it's more
shopping.
like a summer film.
If Die Hard can be considered a Christmas film,
That's
then
what-
Godfather.
That's
I
what
haven't
I'm
seen
saying.
Die Hard.
You haven't
So
seen Die
if
Hard.
it's anything
It's
similar,
actually playing at midnight
I'm
tonight at the
imagining
Cash.
that's not a Christmas movie either.
It's
More
absolutely a
explosions.
Christmas
That's what I'm saying, because this is more than any other year. This is the year I've seen so many motherfuckers be like, "Oh, my favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, because because it happens on Christmas. It's at the Christmas party.
Yeah, sure.
So I guess that brings up the larger question: what makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie? Because like a lot of movies,
Santa needs to be in
well,
it.
Gremlins, it takes place at it's not the real Santa.
Santa the man or the myth?
Yeah, see.
Santa. Period.
Well, I would say that Marlon Brando is a kind of Santa.
No.
In a way,
He gives
sure.
gifts to his friends.
No. I'm talking about
That deserve it.
traditional
He makes
Santa.
offers you can't refuse.
Right.
Yeah,
And
so
that's what Santa
He'll
does.
slide down
All
your
about.
chimney whether you like it or not.
He's going to leave you
All
gifts.
up in that chimney.
He's going to leave you gifts and eat those cookies and milk, whether you fucking like it or not.
That's it. Because every time he goes up and down the chimney, it squeezes the milk and cookies out of him.
Yeah, both ends.
So he has
he
to eat
needs
a
him to
lot.
recharge his magic meter.
I want to hear like a Santa R&B song. He's like, "Girl, I'm gonna slide down your chimney tonight, whether you like it or
I'll
not.
bet you R. Kelly's
I'm coming for milk and cookies, girl."
I'll bet you R. Kelly's got one.
Bill Cosby clause.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
What I'm saying is, so if shit like Die Hard and like Gremlins and whatever the fuck else passes for a Christmas movie, this is a Christmas. It's about
Christmas has
family.
more of a place in Gremlins than Die Hard, though.
Okay, I
It's
agree.
stronger in the film.
I agree. I agree.
Gremlins
Christmas
is
is definitely more sort of in the periphery,
There's presence.
in the background
Yeah,
of
like they
Gremlins,
break out of
for
presence
sure.
into,
But so that's what I'm
open up.
saying. Like, I guess what I'm saying is we have to just decide that if The Godfather is not a Christmas film, then neither is Die Hard.
Yeah.
And that's going to disappoint a lot of motherfuckers.
It's gonna hurt.
to find that shit out.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I think
Are you willing to go that far?
Godfather being more of a Christmas film than Die Hard.
I do too. And it's about family.
Yeah.
And what is
Tradition.
Christmas about? Tradition, family, closeness, sleeping with the fishes. It's good. It's
Violence.
holiday shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Atoning for your sins.
yeah. Babies being born.
You know what I mean?
That happens in.
right.
Yep.
Dude, Christmas is about a baby being born because Jesus is the only reason
And
for
tomatoes
that season.
look like those little Christmas decorations.
They do.
And Brando, whatever his face, dies right
with a bunch of tomatoes.
Yep.
And if there was one thing that
What a
guy
bum.
wasn't, it was a bum.
No,
He was
he's not
a bum.
He ain't a bum.
Okay, so I think that clinches it. I think it's a Christmas film.
Yeah.
No.
Christmas.
I think we decided.
No.
Fuck
we
it.
didn't.
Okay. All right. Next question: should Don Vito have gotten in on the drug biz?
Wait, one more thing.
Yes.
If Condi were here, he would say that it's not a Christmas
And
movie.
he'd be wrong.
He would be. Yeah, he'd be totally wrong. Totally
It's not like he's infallible.
Totally flying
Yeah.
in the face of
I'm
this
just saying,
rationale
it's not
we've
just me.
established.
This is not a Christmas movie.
When was the last time Connie fixed you a
You guys
sandwich?
are just
That's-
delusional.
I don't even think he believes in Christmas.
I don't think so either. Isn't he Jewish?
No.
I
To
thought
me,
he's Catholic.
Is he?
No,
I
he's
thought he
Catholic.
was
He's
Jewish.
definitely Catholic.
Okay.
Condi's a Catholic name.
I'll take your word. All right. Should Don Vito have gotten into the drug biz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna say no.
Really?
It was an honor thing. The whole thing about not selling drugs is for honor because you don't want he's there to protect the people. Drugs do not protect the people.
No, yeah,
You know what?
That's, a good point.
That's actually a
You
good
know-
point, especially if you've seen the second one and you see how much protecting the community was really the focus of what he was doing, and like trying to protect
And what
little people
drugs
from taking
happen,
advantage
yeah,
of, taken
and-
advantage of.
Exactly.
And that's interesting, but it does pay some negative dividends. But then I guess by the end he kind of makes it all right.
He had to. He had no option at that point. He was outnumbered.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I might be changing my mind, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't have got into the drug business.
It seems so easy at the time to, especially you see that you know what's coming, to think
So
like,
easy to
oh,
avoid.
dude, like,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is say yes, and you make that money, and you fucking avoid all this heartbreak that's just down the road.
Right.
But now that's why he was the Don, because he
Very
knew best.
Christ-like figure.
Yeah, I would agree.
To be celebrated on
Definitely,
day 4. Hit that
definitely.
guy.
And I,
So benevolent and
also too,
forgiving.
I swear I read something in the Bible about when Jesus died on the cross, people brought tomato vines.
I heard that.
and I piled them up.
Yeah.
Around him.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
what
he was good to the bums, too. Did you
Yes,
know?
he was the best to the bums.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He didn't-
So
Jesus didn't give a fuck
Well,
if
he
you
would
were a
watch
bum.
the bum's widow pause.
the Christmas allegory just keeps building and building. The argument for this not being a Christmas film just
It's a blessed affair.
becomes more and more diminished with each piece of evidence we uncover.
Yeah.
All right. Best film ever. How does it compare to Coppola's other work? Chris and I were discussing this earlier because we both found, and this is going to be like, virtual heresy on our behalf, but he and I both admit to a bit of an obliviousness when it comes to Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
I've only seen the film once, and it was the redo that he put like the 45
that
minutes
redux.
back in. Yeah, right. I was lost, dude. I checked out at some point intellectually,
few
and I couldn't
times.
get back
We
in.
should see it again because I've been meaning to see it again as well.
Dude,
Yeah,
that would be
we
rad
should
because
watch
I
it.
I
Sit
feel
down
like
and watch
it's so revered. It's something that I sort of owe another.
like it.
Another.
Yeah,
view.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't enjoy it. I just, boy, by the end, I'm like, what did we,
Yeah, what?
what was I sitting here witnessing
Well,
exactly?
the
Yeah.
original title was Psychedelic Soldier. So
Was
that
it really?
probably helps,
Ah,
yeah. Henry
okay.
Rollins was just on a podcast going off about how much he loves Apocalypse Now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a huge
Well,
thing
now
for him.
see, Hank Rollins is a guy that I hold in high esteem.
Yeah, I got some respect for him.
He's no dummy. He's no
Right.
bum.
Right. He's no tomato.
No, he's neither. And okay, well, I think that kind of tears it. Then I think that we've established we need to rewatch Apocalypse Now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe we should.
I do have
spend
that
more time on that.
projector.
Yeah, that's right. We should watch it. Although I don't know, we
Get
should
some
watch
really
the
loud
Redux.
speaker equipment and like blast like the neighborhood with Apocalypse.
He's got
Now.
good like studio monitors that are loud, and they really emphasize the dialogue.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, so right now I'm saying that I don't know. Godfather 2 might actually be better technically, and even though I think I liked the first one better, I really like the second one. But I guess the jury's out on Apocalypse Now.
I liked it when I saw it at the time.
Yeah,
definitely wasn't the Redux. I think it was just before the Redux.
Now, and you didn't feel like lost or
maybe a little bit. I mean, I saw it when I was younger, so
I just feel like the narrative in The Godfather is a little strong.
Oh, absolutely.
You know. All right. Well, that's it. That's almost all of our questions, anyways.
Good enough.
So yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it for this week at Don Corleone's Balone Zone. We're gonna go check something else out now. We don't know what, but my internet's taking a shit here too. So whoever wins tonight, I hope it's not on Netflix. Well, that's why I love fucking DVD and Blu-ray. I love physical media. Hollywood, fuck you.
Or working internet
extras, man. That's why.
That's it, man. Commentaries and shit. All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
Features.
All right, so clockwise, starting with me, I'm Ed.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm Chris.
I'm Raul.
And this has been Las Películas Sábados Gigantes at the Cinemarijuana Theatre. We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Yay.
Bye. Wee.